Okay, I'm gonna have to rethink my opinion on the Huntsman V2 red silent switch versus the purple clicky versus the analog. So honestly, the analog in comparison to these other two Huntsman V2s, the analog feels very clunky, unwieldy. It almost feels like it's a keyboard for somebody with really big hands, really big muscular hands. The travel distance is maybe a little bit too much. The weight of the springs is maybe a little bit too much. But it has so many good characteristics about it. It really does feel like a premium keyboard, and honestly, I really enjoyed using it over the past year. But the new red and purple switch, they do feel a little bit more refined. They don't feel so unwieldy. So I kind of talked shit about the V2 red switch, being too stiff, too firm. But and then I really like the purple clicky. But when I tried to go back, I plugged this back in and played some games. It just feels a bit dated, honestly. So I'm gonna currently I'm really liking the purple clicky. And I was trash talking the red silent switches. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time with the red silence. But currently I think the purple clicky are gonna be my new main keyboard. I know they're not linear, but I'm gonna give the reds a little bit more time. But again, this is a great keyboard, the analog, but it feels like it's dated. Maybe this was good like a few years ago. It fixed all the pinging problems. I mean, it's a really good keyboard, don't get me wrong, but it feels a little bit strenuous, due to the heavy spring and long travel distance. But it's a good keyboard. I had a ton of fun using this over the past year. But these other ones, they just seem a bit more controlled. And I'm already seeing that I don't want to go back to the analog. I feel like I'm done with it. Something subconsciously is telling me that I'm done with the Huntsman V2 analog. And it's like an out of date premium good product. Maybe like a Ferrari or something that just doesn't have modern, even though this is supposed to be a modern optical switch keyboard with analog ability. It doesn't seem like it's relevant anymore due to the refinement of these two other boards. So anyway, that's it. This just feels clunky and unwieldy at this point.